What's going on, everybody? Happy St. Patrick's Day. Welcome to the stream. What up, first? What up, Michael? Got here first. Today's gonna be a good day. I finally got some sleep last night, man. I spent oh my gosh, daylight savings time messes my circadian rhythm up so bad. Like, it didn't used to do this when I was a kid, but like living in the Pacific Northwest, man, like daylight savings time, like you go from like it getting dark at like 5:30, 6 p.m. to like it getting dark at like 8 o'clock at night. You're like, whoa, dude, this is it's just it's a trip, man. It really is. All right. So I haven't even really taken a look at the market. I traded some stocks today. Taking a look at this PXMD stock that's really got a catalyst running behind it. Um, PXMD. I know we was talking about futures, but I was trading this PXMD stock earlier and got some really nice trades on it through this red green area here. And PXMD, these guys actually have some catalysts working for them. I think Charlie made a video on this not very long ago. But they've got some stuff going on in the pharmaceutical industry, but they have like this lowest float that like I've ever seen. But it's like 800K. It's like under a million. But so typically gets some really nice volatility on them, on stocks like that. I like stocks like that. Funny enough, I find it easier to trade volatility in stocks than I do trading volatility in futures. Yesterday we had this crazy run on futures. We ran all the way up to 4,000 and passed. Like, we closed the day at 4,000, and then after hours or whatever, we ended up hitting up to 4,009. But today we are back on the decline, down to 39.50, and it looks like we've been rejecting the VWAP a couple of times today. There's 2 VWAP rejections. We're coming up down here, and we're dropping below the lower band of the VWAP. I'm gonna clean up some of these old drawings. Anything over a day. It's easier to look at. So the previous 2 times that right here that we dropped below the band of the VWAP, we came back. This one we only came back and then actually rejected below that band, and then finally bounced and came back up towards volume weighted average price. So we'll see if we get some opportunities here. You can see that we've been pulling back for quite some time. The lower band of the VWAP is very close to the middle band. So lower band is here at, now it's currently at 52, and the middle band is at 78. Upper band is at 4,005. So I guess what we're going to be looking for, since we're already too far extended on the short side, we'll be looking for some opportunities for this to trend reverse. This does look like more of a bearish day, though. The market's down 1%. It's quite a lot. Down $42. What up, Kevin? Good to see you. I know y'all could be anywhere in the world right now, but you're here with me, here with us, chilling. So I appreciate that. All right. We got these 3 green candles in a row. You can see we had 3 green and then a fail here. We also had 3 green and a fail here, plus 2 dojis. So are we going to fail again? My thinking is that we've already kind of found these lows here. Is my thought process, because we've already maxed out the TTM. we got a yellow and then a few more reds and then a few more yellows and a few more reds. And now we're getting some more yellows. I don't know that this is going to keep on the decline. We got a possible crossover here. I will trade in the micro in my evaluation today, but I got to be extra cautious on that. So we don't have much room there for failure or for mistakes. I do have the 50K available to me as well. So we'll also be trading the 50K. We haven't done any trades in that evaluation yet. 10 to 8.7. Going from 10.1 to 8.7 to 7.7 on the TTM. We're down here at 53. Some 3 contracts. I was going to try to get an entry there at 53.50, but I think I missed the op. Maybe not. Pull all the way back down to 52. We got an entry at 52.25 on this little pullback here. We're going from 8.7 to 7.8 to 7.3, dropping back down below the lower band of the VWAP, down to 39.51. We're in a 52.25. We have an exit sitting at 54.25. So going for 8 ticks on that. And we're pulling back down towards the 39.50 area. I think that on the eval side, probably going to wait for a whoops. Go here. So we're in the micro, in the 1 minute chart. I'm going to switch to 1 contract. Right down here at the lows, you can see we got like a double there on the low. This one here hitting the low, these coming super close and putting in another red candle in the TTM. I think when we do get a rip, we're probably going to get a pretty strong one. As you can see, we've got resistance here. We've got resistance here at 60. So we got resistance at 55, resistance at 60. Leo. We'll have to see if 50 ends up as support. As far as this trade goes, I'm going to have to cut this one. Well, am I though? Because we are still stacking up on the TTM side.
Order filled.
We're in 1 contract to the micro, and I'm looking for a move upward, a bounce off of 50 to 51.50. Trading super small right now, mainly because this account is way too close to failure rate. Pulling back some.
Order filled.
Another L. Of course, pop it right back up. Came back down here and touched the lows. I'm going to switch over to our 50K account. And this one, I'll look at taking 5 contracts of the micro. I do still feel confident that this is going to come back up. Maybe I'm just being overly optimistic. When I say come back up, I don't mean like ripping on the day or anything like that, but just getting a bounce here. But right now, I guess every moving average is pointing to the downward side, so we got everything. Yeah, I'm staying micro in everything right now. I'm gonna build up a larger cushion. Everything that we did that got super close to actually passing the evaluation, we always did it in the ES and not in the micro. But with the market volatility that's been around since February or so, the last 6 weeks, like it's a lot of things have been pretty unpredictable. So I'm gonna keep it on the micro side. I'd rather bring in 50, $60 a day, or something like that and just work my way up, then we gotta cut this one. Then put myself in a position where I'm failing on the eval again. So pulling down to 44. And the thing of it is, it's really frustrating too, is that we've gotten really close to passing that evaluation, like within like $100 is where we've gotten with that thing several times. And it's just been really pretty frustrating there. Making new lows down here at 42.50, 42 now. And TTM stacking back towards the downside. We peaked at 6.2 there. Then at 6.6 to 7.0 to now 7.7. So we're getting pretty strong momentum again towards the downside. I guess we're going to wait for a 3-minute yellow at this point. Yeah, I think that is more prudent. I think it's probably going to be our best bet, but I'm going to do a little bit of tech analysis here real fast. A lot of market decline yet today. Yesterday, I think Credit Suisse's $54 billion loan really bolstered the markets a lot. And we'll have to see if there's any longevity to that or if it's just a one-day spike. We're back up at 39.50s. That last 3-minute candle here was pretty much all, like, not pretty much all buys, but mostly buys on that last 3-minute candle. Our new one here at 48 is starting off with more sells. And we're pulling back under 50. We did tap 50 there for a second. I think 50 is gonna eventually hold this support, even though we ended up pulling all the way down to 42. But I think 50 eventually will be support. Currently, it's gonna be resistance at the moment. Where's our TTM stack? Going from 19.2 to 20 to 21. Still stacking on the downside on the 3-minute chart. I don't know. I feel like I feel like I should be going short. Um, but I'm just gonna wait for that trend reversal to take place. It might be a while, and so I feel like I need a Rubik's cube or something like that to occupy my time. Mm, 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 mm. I could be prone to boredom trades. Went from 20.0 to 20.8 on the TTM3. We are pulling back above that view app band. I feel like I want to take a trade from 50 on the sim side. Not really on the eval, but 20.0 to 20.7. Now 20.8. Another 1 minute left on this 3-minute candle. I think a red yellow on this would actually look pretty strong. We got some buy orders stacking on the last 2 3-minute candles. This one was almost 50-50 on that previous 3 there. 20.0 to 20.7 to 21.1, 21.2 on the current 3-minute candle. And let's check this on the 1. The 1 is getting a possible crossover of the 1226. TTM going from 4.4 to 3.3 to 2.2 on the 1 minute side. So it's just a 3 contracts. I don't really want to do 5 yet. Pretty much all just downward moves today, man. 80% of the way to earning your funding. Challenge profit target. Day 12 today. Less than 1K remaining. Nice. And a full 2.5K drawdown. That's awesome, man. I'm really happy about that, by the way. I really am. It is very tough. I think that just with the market volatility these last like 6 weeks, like it's probably been one of the hardest trading sessions that I've been dealing with the last 6 weeks versus the last 3 years. Like this is definitely one of the most challenging areas, but it makes sense. Just how much we're getting closer and closer to an actual recession. And I don't think this time that they're going to be able to redefine it and change the dictionary definition of recession. I think that they'll just have to acknowledge a real recession. I don't think that they can just be like, well, I know we used to call it that a recession for the last 75 years or so, but well, times change. So I think that they'll have to just actually be like, okay, we're in a recession. I think that I don't think that they have the capability of just being like, let's change the definition again and again. Doesn't matter if markets pull back 200%. You know, so I think that I think they'll have to acknowledge it this next go around. We're still stacking red on the TTM3. I think the TTM3 changing to yellow is going to be our big indicator of long move. We're down pretty heavily in the sim. Just trying to take those bounces off of 50. Neither of them worked out, and I'm still in this trade. And I haven't cut it really just because we've been kind of riding along this lower band. Also, too, I don't know. I'll cut it here. I'm going to try and take a move off 45. The way I'm like in there pretty cheaply, and our exit is at 50. I'm in pretty low at this point. Obviously, I got some ground to make up here on the sim side. The eval, we took one trade in the 100K, and we're not going to trade that anymore for a little bit until we get some rips. Then I might take a little micro trade and work our way on that one. But mainly, I'm probably going to focus on the 50K. 21.6 to 22.4, and I'm going to stay in the micro today on the eval side. We're getting that bounce off of 45. That's what I was hoping for. 20.7 to 21.6 to 22.2. I really need to see this red yellow happen on the 3-minute chart. I think that that's going to make a really big difference. And I've just been watching the 3-minute chart because this is what I want to see it on next. I think that we might see it closer to 8 o'clock. We got a new 3-minute candle coming in about 15 seconds. We did bounce nicely off of 45. And we bounced a couple of times here. So I think this is going to end up as support. I do think that we will eventually rip up through 50. There's finally a yellow paint. Will it actually stick around is a different story, but I think it's gonna. I'm gonna switch to the 1 minute side here and just take a look and see what is going on with this chart. 2.7 to 1.9 on the TTM1. More interested in the 3-minute chart right now. Okay, so we did make that trade. That was a 20-tick trade. A pretty nice trade there. From 45 up to 50. And it does look like this thing's going to stick around, so I'm going to jump over to the evaluation side. Look at taking 3 contracts of the micro. I'm going to try to get in at, we should get a little pullback here, I hope. I don't know if we're going to. You got a sitting entry at 51.25. Might be a little ambitious on the pullback, though. Here's that rip we've been waiting on. Looking for rejection off the EMA 35. In at 51.50 on the 50K account. Looking to get out at 52.75. It's 3 contracts of the micro. Very close to our exit there. No fill yet. Came up and tapped our sell order, but no fill. Dropping this down one tick to 52.50. Come on now. Now dropping it to 52, which should only be 2 ticks. But we're pulling back really heavily. What the heck? Here's 8 o'clock. That one, like, it literally came up, tapped our sell order a couple of times, but never filled. And now we're getting a massive pullback. I'm going to cut this.
Order filled.
And that puts us at a 68.97 loss in the 50K. Man. I do still think this is stacking towards the upside on the trend reversal, but heavy rejection there off of 52. Ripping all the way back down to 44, 45 area. I'm going to join the bid here on the sim side. Try and get in around 45. That was such a massive drop. Now we're pulling back up some. Having a hard time getting this fill here now. False break on that. Heavy rejection off the EMA 35. TTM3 going from 21.6 to 20.8. We're in long in the sim at 45 and a quarter.
Order filled.
In long, 3 contracts in the micro at 45 and a quarter. In the 50K, looking to get out at 46.50. This could be just another bear trap though. I was looking for that bounce off of 45. We're just not getting it.
Order
Wow,
filled.
another L on that, and down 135 bucks. What is wrong with me today? What is wrong with my trading this whole week? $21.6 to 20.7 to 19.8 on the TTM3. We're still stacking towards the upside on the TTM on the 3-minute chart. But everything else is indicating just downward pressure. And man, I'm pretty frustrated with my trading this week. And I think the part that I'm most frustrated about it is that we've been using the same strategy for a long time, and it's worked out really well with really high accuracy rates above 75%. And for whatever reason, this last week or so, just been really struggling with it. I think I need to put a lot of effort into my short game. I think that's honestly one of the best things that I probably could be doing for my trading. Yeah, I noticed that bear flag myself, actually. I think that I need to be putting a lot more effort into my short game. If I'm being totally honest with myself, I think that's a big reason for it. A Master Chief rule, like Spartan 117, like like I need a weapon, like that kind of thing. uh, if the price is below the 200 moving average, I only look for shorts. If it's above, I only look for longs, even scalps. That's not a bad idea, and I've considered that exact same thing actually, and not essentially if it's below like 5200 thing is going on. I'm only looking for shorts. I have done that in the past, and I did okay with it. But like I think what I'm actually attempting to communicate is that my short strategies are lacking, if that makes sense. Not just that like I should be looking for shorts per se, uh in like normally being below VWAP or being below the 200, like I'm more in a short type of situation, but I tend to go long because I have more confidence in my long based strategies and I have less confidence in my short based strategies. So I guess what I'm attempting to communicate is that I need to put more emphasis into developing confidence in my short based strategies so that I can take more shorts under these types of situations, if that makes sense. But I do I don't disagree with you about that concept. If it's below the 200 moving average of the VWAP, to only go short. Nice pop here. I'm also looking for a switch here on the 5-minute chart. There's also a yellow there on the 5-minute. We're pulling back up to 50, but now I have a hard time trusting 50. Man, look how many times it's rejected. We got that trade that was 20 ticks again. Yes, I need to become the bear. Exactly. Hmm. I must become the bear in order to know how to hunt the bear. I like that. I can dig that. getting a strong rip up, which is actually breaking above the 35. There's a cyan switch on the 1. I'm like, I don't trust any of these moves now. We do have this crossover, 1226 crossover. Like, I don't trust like any of this though, because of these, all these false breaks. Bouncing off of 50. Now this actually does look like a trend reversal. Now we've got this on the 5-minute chart. I might wait for that to actually like fully confirm though. The 3-minute chart is also looking like all this looks to me like there's trend reversal inbound. Like that's what this looks like to me. Like when I'm looking at this, we've got this red yellow on 3. We've got red yellow forming on 5. We've got a possible crossover on 3. In the 1 minute, we've got a cyan switch. And we've got, a little micro crossover there. But with all this like rejections, it's like we start a trend reversal and then get heavily pushed down. And so I guess what I'm really looking for then is for one of these moves to really genuinely confirm and actually start breaking out. Like right now, the 9, 12, and 26 are all right next to each other. There's not enough divergence there for me to really trust this move. Although it looks to me like this is the bottom of this and that it's going to rip up from here. It just could easily do exactly what it's done for most of the day. We'll see. Trailing max is at 1853 at the moment. Took a long in the sim at 4650. And I don't know about 26. I'm gonna look to 5150 is not bad actually. I'll look to get out of 5150. I've been taking pretty large moves here on the sim side. There's an 8-tick move there. So let's pull back to 45, 50 or so, and now we're ripping up to 50. So this really does actually look like a trend reversal. And not some fake bear crap. Got that trade on the sim side. So on the sim side, we were down $2,000, and now we're up. We're green 150. 1 minute chart, getting that breakout. 3 minute side, still pretty solid on the yellow candles. 17 to 15.8 to 13.4. 5-minute chart, painting a real yellow. Well, it actually hasn't closed yet, so I can't even say that. But 22.4 to 22.5 to 22.3 on the current one. So I can't even, this hasn't closed. Yeah, that's exactly it. It hasn't closed. I can't really call that yet. We'll have confirmation in 15 seconds. Take the stairs up and the elevator down. You're not wrong, dude. That's so true. Happy St. Patty's Day to anybody, by the way. A lot of resistance here at the EMA 50. And pretty decent bounces off the 35. I do think that we have room up to 55 or so. The move was definitely right back here. There's that rip through. Well, this never got filled. And there was that spot up to 55, like I mentioned. Ripping on through to 57 now. Wow. So this is the actual trend reversal. I can tell you that this is also a thing too. I've got to wait until the full trend reversal hits. So that's something else that I also need to be super patient about. So that's also been an issue. So we missed this rip and this one here. This one looked pretty nice though. With that hammer candle, we had that 1 minute candle to make a new high. Now we're going to see if we get some rejections here off of 55. Trying to get an entry off of 54 in the sim. Enter long at 54 on the sim side. A lot of sell orders coming in, pulling back down to like 52.50. Big bounce there off the EMA 9. Trying to get out on the sim side, see if it'll let me out anytime soon. Should. There it goes. I'm up 300 in the sim. We have a possible crossover inbound of the 1226 on the 3-minute chart. Going from 13.5 to 10.0 to 7.2 on the 3-minute chart. It's looking really nice for a continued breakout, but I think that my confidence might be a little shattered from the morning. So I think I need to be working on that, on elevating that from an emotional perspective. Pulling back down to 53. We need to put in a win or two here.
Order filled.
Join the bid at 53.25. I'm looking to get out at 55. 3 contracts in the mini. Or the micro, not the mini. Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me, man. I'm out.
Order filled.
My God. What a rejection. That's just incredible, man. That puts me down 221 on the day. Drawdowns at 1766. Every trade I've taken has been an L today in the evaluation. It's just incredible. It bought a Shamrock Shake. Whatever is going on with my trading, I have to figure out what's happening, because for whatever reason, like, I'll see what looks to be a long setup and I'll get in, and then almost immediately we're gonna drop a big massive drop almost each and every time, and I'm not really sure what is going on with it, with not with the charts but with myself. Wow, this drop continued. I mean, I'm glad I cut that, but man, oh man, look at this. And I was telling my wife yesterday, I'm like, man, I need to like really learn short trading. Like, I need to really put a lot of emphasis and focus on learning short trading. I think that's really where, like if I'm being completely honest, I think that's really what I need to be doing. Is putting more emphasis and learning on short. I've spent a long time learning long, and I've done really well with it for a long time. But in these last few months, and with the upcoming recession that we have in the economy. I just think that short trading is going to be a very valuable skill, like what long trading was through the K-shaped recovery that we had during COVID. So I think that I'm gonna need to really look at learning shorts over the next year and a half, because I think that I do think that we're gonna be seeing massive drops in the economy over the next year and a half. 39.40 is the low here. We rejected massively off of this. It's pretty incredible. By the way, if y'all chilling, y'all hanging out, make sure you guys like and subscribe. We haven't even mentioned that today. But yeah, please make sure you like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. It really does make a huge difference. I can tell you one thing: when we were winning a whole bunch through October, November, like September, October, November, and even into December, the channel grew really, really fast. And the last 6 weeks, channel has grown very, very slowly. And I think it's very much due in part to the overall ability to win or lose. And so I think it's kind of interesting. But yeah, as we go into more and more into a recession, I think the skill and value of learning how to really put a lot of emphasis on trading short is going to serve me very, very well. I have taken a lot of successful shorts in my life, but they're very much like there's not a whole strategy based around it. It's more or less like I've seen, that something like this is inbound, and then I take it. And so I think that I really need to put a lot of emphasis on developing a short-based strategy that is taking my exact strategy that I'm currently using on long, flipping it on its head, and then and memorizing and mastering it in that same direction. I think that will serve me quite well in the coming months, especially as we head in towards the summer months, where there's an extremely high probability of market, like heavy market recession. Coming from 6.5 to 6.6 down to, and then up to 6.3 on the TTM3. Just a super strong rejection down. Didn't hold 50 above 50 at all. We're going to go long here off 40. Kind of missed the entry. Bouncing off of 38 all the way up to 43. We'll look for a rejection off that 9 EMA there. TTM 3 moving up to 5.7. Long at 42.75 on the sim. We'll look to get out at 46, which is right where the 3-minute 9 EMA is. Going up on 8:30. It's about 30 seconds till then. New candle coming in on the 3-minute, going from 5.5 to 4.7. We're still very much stacking on the 3-minute side. And so, I don't know, man. I wonder if we just get a big fat rejection right there. Take a look at the 5-minute chart. See what we got going on. Five-minute actually doesn't look very good. We need to get above 45 for the 5-minute to start looking a little better. Nice. He cut that short. Plus 410 on the day. Awesome, dude. Good job. $78,000. I'm going to put this up here. So once you hit 79.5, you're funded. We will absolutely be looking to support you in that, man. I'm really excited. I can't wait to see you get funded down there. Are you using Elite Trader funding? Or are you using something else? I see you're using Tradeovate, so you can't be using. There are certain things that I know that you're not using, but Elite Trader funding, Michael. Oh, no way. Looks like Apex may have added Tradeovate. I know that my charts aren't up, but I'll get them up in a second. Get the charts back up. All right, we're still in this trade on the sim side. Looks like we just ran on past it. The 5-minute chart's looking a heck of a lot better, getting above 45. We're up 862.50 in the sim. Just been taking bounces off of around 45, and it's been working out really well on the sim side. Should probably use the same dang strategy on the eval. A standing entry at 47.50 on the eval. I don't think we're gonna get that. It's pulling back too much, or well, ripping up too much, really. 9 is getting above the 12. We're back up at 50. Mm, mm, mm. Joined the bid off 49.
filled.
I'm looking to get out of 50.75. Hopefully we don't just reject up here again. We've got the 9 above the 12. A little bit of a triple top there, so I don't like that. I do see a fair amount of buyers here. Sellers stepping back in.
Order filled.
I'm basically taking every drop today as a long. I think I need to be done for the day. I'm down 283. I've been reading the chart terribly today in regards to trading on the evaluation side. Um, Literally everything that I've done has been an L today. And so I think that I should just call it. I wanted to continue trading longer, but basically everything I've done today has just been an awful trade. I'm gonna stick to the micro for a while, I think, um, until I can get back into my flow. Because for whatever reason, man, it's just been a really challenging trade time for me, and I don't know. I've just been very much struggling with trading this last like week or so. Um, and so being as that's the case, I'm gonna keep everything very small. Probably keep trading 3 contracts of the micro. Um, and I'll be looking to more or less just build slowly from there. Uh, but what for whatever was going on with my trading in regards to trading it in the evaluation, I don't know if I'm in my head or I don't know what's going on with that. So I'm gonna take the time this weekend to reflect on that, figure out what's going on with me and my trading. Because I've never had this level of inaccuracy, not even when I was brand new. Um, so yeah, no worries. So for whatever's going on with that, I'm gonna take the time to reflect on that this weekend and try and figure out what's going on with my trading because it's I've just never had that level of inaccuracy with my trading ever. Uh, Throughout my entire time trading for the last couple of years. Like I said, even when I was brand new, I didn't have this level of inaccuracy. And so I got to figure out what's going on with me as a person and then also figure out yeah, it has been a crazy week. But crazy week or not, um I like as much as this stream has done for my trading and actually like furthering it, there's also something that it's done as well, which is it's made me impatient as a trader. Um, like I feel often more compelled to take more trades, and now that has brought me into a place where I have like I take boredom trades much more than I ever did. And so I find that interesting, that change and that alteration in which is clearly an alteration in my belief system, but also an alteration in my behavior as a result of my change in my beliefs. And so I wonder what's going on with that. And I think I need to take some time to reflect on that this weekend, and also probably get a lot of sleep. Daylight savings time mess with my circadian rhythm so much. I'm actually really grateful to hear that they have eliminated daylight savings time, and that starting this November, they won't be doing it anymore. That is like that's such a major relief because growing up in the Pacific Northwest, when daylight savings time happens, it just destroys my circadian rhythm because it goes from like getting dark, like in the wintertime, dude, it can get dark in the Pacific Northwest at 3 o'clock. Like 3:30, it's pitch blackout. Like it looks like it's like 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night, whatever. But also that like during the summer times, in the Pacific Northwest, it could be 10 o'clock at night and still light out. And so that also just messes with that. And daylight savings times makes it to where I don't have this like transition to the summer. It's like a punch in the face, like get acclimated to the summer. And so it can really really mess me up. And a lot of times I like I've dealt with a lot of insomnia and stuff like that over the years. And while I've found a lot of different ways to mitigate that, um, the biggest thing to mitigate that would just simply be to just not deal with it and not have daily savings time anymore. So that's really messed me up a lot this week. And the older I've gotten, the more it's messed with me. And so I really find that kind of interesting. But whatever's going on with my trading, like I said, I think that number one, I need to focus on developing some short trading strategies that are very much rules based and very simplistic and straightforward for me to pay attention to. Number two, I think I need to take less trades. And number three, I think I need to take a lot of time this weekend to get out into nature and uh, reset myself, reset my own energy, and all the things in between. So, having said that, y'all, uh, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off here. Before I do, make sure you guys like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Jump into our Discord community if you're not already in there, and also to you guys, check out Elite Trader Funding. These guys are awesome. In my opinion, these guys are the best in the biz, and they do offer a very wide variety of evaluations available, from one-step evaluations to fast-track evaluations to the diamond hands, the end of the day drawdowns, and the statics. Currently, I'm working on the 100K static evaluation, which allows me 2 contracts in the mini, 20 micros with a $2,000 profit target. And I'm also working on a 50K evaluation. Excuse me, 50K evaluation, which you guys saw me trading in today, which allows me 8 contracts in the mini or 80 micros with a profit target of 3,000, max drawdown of 2,000. So be sure to check these guys out. There's a link in the description. The promo code is JSBest, and that'll lock in a lifetime discount for you guys. And so you guys can take advantage of that. But right now, I'm going to jump off. I'm going to see you in the Discord community. I'm going to post my reflection and my results on the day. And we'll see you guys back here on Monday at 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 market time. Look forward to seeing you guys then. And I hope you guys have a rejuvenating and restful weekend. And we'll see you guys then. And have a happy St. Patrick's Day. Peace out, y'all.